1998.
That's our new.
Featuring
That's our new
MarioTube 101. Yeah, you just need to have a freaking 90s sitcom background. Like music
and guest
playing.
starring Games for Us.
Guest starring me.
Oh.
Well, welcome. This is kind of like a part 2-ish thing of last week because technical difficulties. We'll see if we have any today.
I'm gonna listen to the audio for a minute, right?
Alright.
Intense orchestral music.
Let's see if there are problems. Any issues?
I don't think he could
Testing.
hear us. Oh, never mind. I thought he muted me. Or not me, but us. He said, be quiet.
Wow, okay, I had my volume for Skype muted completely, and I still replied to you without me knowing it. Jesus, that was
Wait,
fucking
what?
impressive.
Yeah, see? Adam can't hear us.
What the fuck? No, I can hear you right now.
Yeah.
Why?
Now it's turned up, but seriously, I
magic.
fucking got it so perfect. That was bad fucking ass.
Oh, Matrix. He is part of the metric system. And
So Mario, how's your Uber job?
Interesting, I guess. Did I say a lot about my experiences with Uber? Well, I didn't. Well, I said the first thing.
You posted that Facebook picture.
Facebook picture?
Twitter. I think you mean Vandalia.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's Twitter.
It's on Twitter. Yeah. That was my experience for the first day. The very first order I get basically sums it up, and as you could tell, it was extremely lazy. No effort put in.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I can't draw for shit anyways, so...
Like I want some food. The place is closed.
I didn't know Adam has a giant toothbrush.
I want the food anyways.
Giant toothbrush? Excuse?
Yes.
So what happened? Did they get mad because it was closed or what?
Well, I tried contacting them, but I couldn't because in order for me to contact the customer, I would have had to say I picked up the food, which would have been a blatant lie. So I had to cancel it and select the reason that it was closed. Or in my picture, they're fucking closed. So
Why is it called a toothbrush if you brush teeth with it? It
So-
needs to be called a teeth brush.
Was it a big restaurant or a small restaurant?
it was
It's
a
a
McDonald's.
Oh.
And also, when I put... Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't think a lot of people are going to watch this and know what my picture is. But, how can I share the picture? You know, I'm just going to send it to you, Vandalia. I'm just going to directly send it.
Not my picture, though. My
Yeah, it was
picture is low quality compared to his.
Whatever. Anyways, it was a McDonald's, like I said. And they were decently sized. They were closed. They wouldn't say why. And, yeah. There's the picture. So,
Somebody found out their burgers are made out of horses.
I had to cancel it, and then I got my second order, which was at a place called New Mr. Wong's. Or New Mr. Wong, or whatever. And Brandon, when I was telling this to Brandon, he's like, did they fucking make a restaurant in a closet? Because when I went in the restaurant, literally the eating area was legit smaller than my bedroom. My bedroom is bigger than the eating area. So I picked up the food there, brought it eventually to the customer, and yeah, I had to get rescued because my phone was dying and it was horrible.
So you have like
And
a
also
of it.
rain.
You like
budget of trash
do you
can.
have like a basket or like a backpack you carry the food in, or what? Or a box?
I bought an insulated bag for $30 at Target.
So are you bicycling or are you motorbiking it, or your scooter?
I don't have a scooter, so I have to use my electric bicycle with no battery because I don't have one. Haven't
Scooter
had one
guy,
since December.
freaking scooter guy has no scooter. You're a fraud.
Wow. If anyone doesn't get that, which most of you won't, then basically,
Well, there's the picture.
Scooter Guy is just the name that I made when I was a kid for my Wii. Anyways,
It's a superhero nickname. He's a superhero named Scooter Guy in the nighttime when he listens to orchestra music.
So, the first one on the top left corner, it says McKingdy's, and hopefully a lot of people get that. Yeah, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, McKingdy's. It sounds kind of catchy now that I think about it.
Ultimate,
hey Mario, can you
ultimate restaurant. Everyone's
Can
here.
you like talk this Nick and Skype real fast and tell them the podcast has started? I can't change
sure.
screens. I can't really change screens. Otherwise, your picture will go away.
Oh, wow, I went to your contact. Nice. Messages, Vandalia. The podcast has started. Well, I fucking know, idiot.
Hey, I'm watching it right now. Right now. Okay. Oh.
Alright. So yeah, I'm bicycling, got an insulated bag, it's decently sized. Second time I did Uber Eats, which was yesterday. Not long after I left the house, some fucking guy that has his own bike falls, and with no protection either, no helmet or guards or anything. And I had to help him up. And then after I got the food, I had to cross a couple crosswalks, which made me wait like fucking 5 minutes each for some stupid reason. And then I eventually made it the person. And here's something that was fucked. I forgot my house keys, and my dad already left for work. And my mom works at night too. So, I was locked out of the house. I decided to... Oh, wait a minute. What? Tonight Schnick lurks in the chat. Yeah, exactly. So, I went to my mom's work, hoping that she would give me her keys or something. Instead, what ended up happening was I went up there, I brought my bike in their break room. Sorry. Hiccuping for some reason. I bring it to the break room, and before I know it, I'm fucking volunteering at a place that I actually sent an application to. I had to wait there until they were... What the hell? Man, Delia's text is upside down. The fuck?
Oh boy.
Wow.
My brain.
How did you do that? That's fucking... Wow. I don't know you could do that. Okay.
He's magical.
Nope, damn it, wrong way.
Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, I volunteered there until they closed, and I got back at about midnight. Oh.
You're also forgetting the part where the lady said, "What took you so long?" And then you're like, "Oh, sorry. By the way, did Uber tell you that?"
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. The person was like, okay, the customer was like, "Oh, you took a while. What happened?" And I told her everything that happened. And I asked her a couple questions. I asked her if it told her whether or not I was on a bicycle. And actually, I think that was the only question I asked. But I'm stuttering. I hate stuttering. She told me yes, that I was on a bicycle. But it also told her that I was going to be there in 4 fucking minutes, which is not even possible at all. Like, physically impossible.
Like,
Especially from the location I was at. No fucking way in hell was that going to happen.
yes, I'm an expert bike rider, Olympic with no traffic at all.
Yeah.
Go team.
Oh, even with that.
So, that's fucking interesting, to say the least. And then I did it again today. What happened today, exactly? Well...
Ooh, I haven't heard this story, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, I just got back from it, actually. So, this time my dad wanted to tag along, and I was like, okay, whatever. So, he tags along with me. We go to a place, I think it was like Schlotzsky's or whatever. I don't know how you fucking pronounce that place, but anyways. I went up to this place, and this is the first order I've done where I was required to carry a drink.
Oh no.
And what a failure that was.
You have a drink holder in your bike?
Oh no, Adam, what did you do? Did you drink it?
Well, on the bag itself, I suppose, but I don't know if it would have really fit the cup. And on the bicycle itself, probably would not have fit. So I had to carry it in the bag. First attempt I've tried it. Didn't even make it on the bicycle before it fucking spilled. And I was thinking, you know, maybe if I grab a bag for it, maybe that would somehow keep the liquid inside. Nope, what ended up happening was the fucking bag somehow went a whole 180 degrees upside down, and the fucking bag just didn't help whatsoever.
Mario Galaxy.
I had to get another cup, and I asked for a cup holder this time. They gave me a cardboard cup holder. I'm like, alright, maybe this will be better. Can barely even watch the stream due to a lack of Wi-Fi. Oh.
/ cry.
So, yeah, the cup holder helped, but it was still prone to a bit of spillage. And spillage it did. It didn't fucking spill completely, but...
Spillage it.
What?
It's
What?
like something Popeye would say. Spillage it did. Oh yeah. Caveman brain.
You think that because it sounds similar to spinach.
Oh,
So-
spinach.
Whatever.
Spinach.
So,
Arch
yeah, I
tried.
got up to the apartment place, and I fucking give the man the bag, and I give him the drink. And, surprisingly, there was another guy that came up to the door at the same time I did, and apparently that guy was a delivery person as well. So, 2 delivery people were sent out for food, basically.
Different
Wow.
orders or same order?
I think the other guy was carrying food from a Panda Express.
Oh, so like that's not the same place. Like,
No.
So now, oh, that's something else
They're
too.
close.
It'd be like funny,
They're-
like oh damn, I forgot to order nuggets. Hey, Uber,
Fight
I
to
need
the
another
death.
order for nuggets.
Who's the better delivery man?
So how much do you get paid for this job?
Oh yeah, and by the way, the other guy didn't even carry a fucking drink, so his food was automatically better. He probably got a better rating because he wasn't carrying a goddamn drink. That's why. Oh, Schnick is falling.
This orange
It's all Adam.
chicken became spillage. Spillaged. Schnick, are you outside? Schnick, you're outside, aren't you?
No.
He's
What?
inside a
I thought you couldn't-
closet.
I thought you couldn't talk.
Well, I can, but quietly.
Rip.
Dun
Yeah,
dun
not for
dun 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 dun.
I'm only joining briefly just to make sure this works Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Test run.
And it works. Oh,
Alright. So, yeah. Oh, and when I was taking the drink and the food out of the bag, I'm assuming the food... Well, not assuming. I know for a fact the bottom of the bag was kind of soggy because of the fucking first spill. And there's not much I could do about it. The fucking cup, I gave the guy the whole cup holder. I don't know why I did that, but I gave the man the whole fucking cup holder. Not like I was gonna reuse it at a later point or anything, I guess. It was cardboard, it was fucking wet, whatever. And fucking, I pick it up, and you just see a stream dripping down, and it wasn't like drip, drip, drip. No, it was like you... It was basically the same rate that you would barely turn on a sink to have a continuous stream. That's what it was like.
Here you go,
And
sir.
I just felt so awkward, and I was just trying to get out of there as soon as possible. So, and then after that I went home and took a shower because I was fucking horrid.
He felt disgusting after what he did to that poor man's drink.
Well, I felt disgusting, but not because of that. Oh, okay, I guess we're hanging on for a minute. Alright, what should I hold on to?
Your microphone.
at least I can work on this.
Oh yeah, thanks, Vandalia, my microphone. Good job. Yep, just grab the whole computer.
I don't know why that
What?
happens.
At least I can work on this.
Blast sound.
No spoilers. Mario's in the call.
Yes, because tile sets are gonna spoil me. Alright,
Ruined. Destroyed.
totally.
You weren't able to read anything, right?
I couldn't even see anything. I just saw solid colors.
Yay.
Bozo brain. He only recognized the colors. He doesn't even know the names of them. What's
Now
the
don't
yellow
rewatch.
color?
What?
Now don't rewatch.
Whatever. Anyways.
Whatever, he's going to rewatch.
MarioTube's a twin now.
What?
What?
He's multiplied.
MarioTube's a rebel.
I have no idea
Rebel
what you
scum.
mean, but okay.
Rebel scum.
Oh yeah, let's see how much money I barely made with fucking Uber. Watch I get a bad fucking rating because the guy ordered a drink.
Well, so far,
Yeah.
I have dropped a total of 12 frames.
Destroyed, ruined. That's a decent. That's pretty fine, I guess, for how long we've been going. So.
$3.20.
You made that so far?
Well, that was the trip I did today. Total is $14.37. First trip was $7.70. It was $3.70 plus $4 tip, and then after that, the second one was $3.47, and then this one's $3.20.
So you just get paid per tip, or do you get paid so much per other stuff too?
I
Well,
think you get paid a minimum amount, and then you get paid whatever they tip you as well.
kind of. There's a distance, like the distance is a contributing factor. There's a pickup fee and a drop-off fee, and that goes up to around $3 typically. And a tip helps, but fucking Uber doesn't really encourage it all that much, so I don't really expect tips.
You probably can't go very far if you're you probably can't go that far because it's your bike and it's Arizona.
Oh, hey, look at this. Someone fucking... Okay.
Did you
Fucking-
get a job with Uber?
Reported me with items damaged. Oh no, your items damaged, sir. You fucking made me carry a drink. What do you expect to... Like, I was on a bicycle and you made me carry a drink. And plus, you did it on Uber Eats. Do you really think you're gonna get that much of a fucking, like...
Large diet soda.
Yeah, it wasn't like a small cup or anything. No, it was like a cup like this fucking big, dude. Like, you really expect me to fucking be completely perfect on a bicycle?
Adam,
You did.
Adam, Schnick's asking if you got a job, which you did, so...
Getting a job with Uber is so fucking easy, dude. You just fucking... They don't even ask you for a fucking resume or anything. This is like, hey, take a photo of your ID and then wait a few days and then you'll get accepted. And that's all. Well, if you're signing up for Uber Eats and on a bicycle. If you're doing something with a car, then you have to go through a different process, but that's typically what it is. Not even hard. Not even hard at all.
Whoa, what the heck? Freaking Skype for me lagged when you took a sip, and when you opened your mouth to talk, it looked like you were screaming at your bottle because it lagged. It's like, not even...
Screaming at it.
Some caffeine. Okay, careful. Careful. Okay, it didn't explode. It didn't explode.
Seriously though, unless the fucking drink is bottled, there's no way in hell there's gonna be perfect delivery. No fucking way.
You ever had your bag rip on you yet?
It's a $30 bag. I don't think it's gonna rip on me after a few days.
Oh, okay. If you put that bag in the other bag, you're not carrying the bag by itself.
No.
Okay, that's good. I forgot about that. Like, it happened to me one time. I was taking food home, and the bottom of the bag fell out because the stuff in the bag melted the bag. The heat melted the bag or something. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I need a refund or I need more stuff back because
Seriously though, I don't know what I should do if I get another fucking order that contains a drink, but
so,
hopefully they don't
you have to be on call all hours of all time or certain times.
You should install like a cup holder on your bike, like in the front of your bike, or like get one of those bike baskets.
I have a mountain bike, but I don't know if I'd really want to take that risk. If that makes any sense.
I mean,
Risk.
What are your hours?
And plus, I'd have to take my mountain bike, which makes me pedal harder for some reason. So the bike I use, my electric bike, doesn't make me pedal as hard. So therefore, I can go for a longer amount, which I'm not the most athletic, so that helps.
Or you can fix the battery in your bike and get a new one.
Well, it's hard to get a new battery because we can't really figure out how you're supposed to get it reliably. It's just like no branding at all, and it's not even that common either. So there's that. And even if I do get a new battery, I have to do something about the mount because, well, since someone stole my last one, they ended up damaging the mount.
That reminds me, by the way, everyone out there in Arizona, if you find out who stole MarioTube's battery for his electrical bike, teach them a lesson, okay?
Yeah, the guy from December 2017.
You get a freaking cardboard box at your door. Inside is your battery with some bloodstains on it and a note saying, "You're welcome. I'll pay up." Vandalia just hires a bounty hunter.
No, the note says "Thank you," and then it's like dash Mario.
Like,
wait, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I hired a tracker with my Twitch money.
Yeah, but it's Mario. It would be Mario in chat though, because he's a person that lives the closest to me.
Oh, well, what about Sparrow? He's named after a bird, so he could probably fly, right?
Jesus
with
Christ.
His arms in a T-pose.
No, you just see him flying across the sky, but only in a T-pose. No movement, just...
There he go. Tweet his bullets.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, fucking... if I was gonna order a drink on Uber Eats, I expect it to not be the best. Because there's no fucking way. Especially if they're on a bicycle, dude. Like, seriously, there's no fucking way in hell
Next
there would
order
be a
is only
perfect...
drinks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Jesse, I can't really install a holder because there's nowhere to put it. The mount takes up most of the space, and on the handlebars, there's literally no room because all the room is for the electronic controls.
Wait, so you can't like mount like one of those little basket things like on the top of your bike?
Can't mount it, and I can't mount it on the back either. I can't even put like a mount for a trailer or anything on the thing. There's literally no room for mounts. So
could you get like can you like take your backpack or something? No, never mind.
I already have a bag, you moron.
Not a bag, but maybe a backpack for other items that are fragile. It's Italian.
Maybe, I don't know. When is this dinner gonna be fucking done? I'm hungry as fuck.
Scream at carpet.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Hungry.
My legs are exhausted.
My legs are broken. I can't feel.
So you remember we were talking about when our podcast like got technical difficulty Tuesday?
We're talking about game timelines. Like I was talking about Zelda, and we were talking about lore and stories in games. That's about what we were talking about, from what I remember.
Oh yeah.
Go check on my dinner.
Cool. We were arguing. I think we were arguing about the fact that you didn't think the original Zelda game had dungeon numbers, but we were like, yes, it does.
That I was bozo braining. What I was actually trying to argue was how open the game was. That's what my main argument was about.
Really, but really, the only two things you have to do. The only two things you have to go before you have to beat level 5 before you beat level 7 because you have to level 5.
And you need all the correct items too, and you need the ladder.
And you have to beat level 3 before 4 because you need the raft level 4.
Yeah.
Because you need
and
the
don't you need level 5?
You need the candle to get level. You need the candle to get level 7. I mean level 8, but you can really buy that so you get 60 rubies, and there you go.
Yeah. See.
On the other dungeons, or you can go anytime you want to. You can go level 6. A lot of people in the no sword run, a lot of people go level 6 first.
I know there's 3 dungeons I know that you can't do unless you do a certain other dungeons beforehand. So.
What?
And I know there are like 3 dungeons. I forget what numbered they are, but there are 3 dungeons you can't do before, like just as soon as you go. Like you need to finish other dungeons first. I forget which dungeon numbers they are, but they're on like the left side of the map. And I also know there's a dungeon where you have to swim out in the ocean with the raft, but I don't think you actually need to complete that dungeon.
That's dungeon 4.
Oh, then yeah, you need to complete that one. But yeah, in a game like Breath of the Wild, the only thing you need are the first 4 shrines and the paraglider, and then that's it. Just beat the Great Plateau. And defeat Ganon, so... What else? I think I've been playing some Mario games recently, 2D Mario games. I played Super Mario World yesterday for a long time. And I've been watching Let's Plays by Slim Kirby on New Super Mario Brothers, so...
Alright.
What would you say your favorite Mario game is?
say 3.
I think World has some better gameplay than 3, but
I
3
guess,
overall is more unique. Like 3 has more like unique levels,
yeah.
and there's like more themes, and
Okay.
plus the power ups are better.
I
Like
s-
the hammer suit and the Tanuki suit are all cool.
It's like 3 because that's more classic for me. That's the game I grew up playing in elementary school.
When I was little, we basically had all the classic Mario games on the Wii Virtual Console downloaded, and I grew up when Mario got rebooted with New Super Mario Brothers, and
Same.
the only really New Super Mario Brothers that I liked when I was little was the DS one. I didn't really like the Wii one when it came out because I sucked at it, and 4 players. Like I thought the game was hard
What?
because yeah, I thought New Super Mario Brothers Wii was hard.
Wow.
That's how much I sucked at it.
Yeah, clearly.
Quiet you. I could beat Mario World. I'm halfway done with it. So
So, before I get to my favorite stories and games, what are some of the stories that you think are the worst game stories?
worst game stories
Like what
like
games
worst.
what games have the worst lore that you know of?
Oh, Watch Dogs 2 Schnicksets. I don't know, honestly. I haven't played many games with bad stories. I know games with bad stories like Sonic 06 and stuff where they kind of overcomplicate it. People say Kirby Squeak Squad has a bad story, but I don't really think it's a bad story. I think it's just a simple story. Just not really a bad one. It's just a reason to play a game. It's not really a story. I mean, it has like the evil chests that unleashes Star Demon. That's about it. I still love Squeak Squad, and I don't really care about the story. So, could be a bad thing or a good thing.
Yeah.
Like Kirby's mainly about the gameplay, so I don't really care that it's about cake.
What about you, Mario?
I think some of the games that I played that had bad stories were accompanied with bad gameplay as well. Not going to beat the dead horse, so instead I'll choose a different game that I've talked about less than the other.
Black Ops 3.
Star Trek, I think it was Enterprises for the PS2. That game fucking sucked because basically all I remember from it was you controlled this ship and you fly it around and there was some other things around and that was it. That was literally it. You don't do anything. I think it was supposed to be like some kind of level selector, maybe something. I'm not sure, but there was literally nothing to do in the game. I couldn't even get. I didn't even get to play the game. That's how bad it was.
It was straight up just the opening cutscene of a Star Trek show. Just started.
No, not even that. Not even that.
Well,
It was so fucking stupid. Didn't even get to gameplay. So what the fuck? Now I don't know if it had a bad story because I couldn't play the fucking game. But if I couldn't even get to the game as a kid, then it probably did have a bad story. But I don't know.
let me think. Happy Feet 2 for the Nintendo 3DS. Bean story.
Let's see.
And Bean gameplay as well.
I think of all the games that I've owned and played myself, I can't say for the fact that the games I haven't played myself, but I think the worst story would have to be that I've played Back to the Future for Nintendo.
Whoa.
And
Really?
Which one?
The original one.
NES?
Yeah, NES.
Yeah.
Terrible gameplay too.
I'm not surprised.
Basically, all you do is walk down a street and dodge stuff. for like 6
Oh,
levels.
so it's kind of like a beat 'em up type thing. And only 6 levels, man.
You
That is suck.
You can't even beat them up. You have to
Ow.
dodge things.
Wow.
And avoid guys carrying glass and hula hoop skirts and stuff, and dogs and bowling balls. It's pretty much a slow paper boy.
Trying to think.
can't fight
Like when
back.
I was little. Yeah, when I was little, when I play games, since I grew up mainly with Nintendo, I never really cared about story in video games because I always thought video games were about the gameplay. I mean, video games could be whatever they want.
I mean, I guess they were back then. They still are, I guess. But I spent more time. Sometimes I spent more time reading the game manual than I did playing the game. In the car rides, I'm like, ooh, game manual. Let's read this, because back then they were like books, literally.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
For me, the
See, when
story
I grew
helps.
up, I grew up, all we got was bean manuals. Well, there were some decent like GameCube manuals, and some Wii ones were decent, but they were all pretty much the same. So,
like 2 pages, controllers.
well, not 2 pages. It was more like they would usually all have like around 20 pages. Like 5 of those would be copyright pages. 10 of those would be Spanish translated. 5 of those would be tutorial, and 5 of them would be like general story and hints.
Like this is
So-
the game manual for my Kingdom Hearts 2 video. There's the intro, the something else, and the back cover.
Jesse, did you say 5 pages of story?
Well, not even that. Well, I guess for
More like-
Luigi's
more
Mansion,
like-
it was like that.
More like 1 to 2.
Or like with Luigi's Mansion, I'm pretty sure 2 pages are story, which is like Luigi won a mansion. Mario got there. He was nowhere to be found, with the help of Professor Egad. So yeah. But
Actually-
yeah, it's general. It's more so like I would say 1 to 5 pages. But if you're going to buy any game, you're probably most likely going to see 1 to 2 pages, maybe even half a page of story. So
Vandelia, now that I think about it, I actually figured out another example. Super Mario Brothers on NES. That has a pretty bad story. You know
Super
why?
Mario Brothers and Plumbins are game.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the stupid things they say in it. Like, for example, the toads that being turned into brick blocks. That was a pretty dumb move.
And then there's the traitorous toads called Goombas.
Yeah, the traitors, quote unquote, even though they don't look like anything close to a toad, and they still don't.
I feel like they kind of added story just as kind of padding for what you're playing.
Does that
'Cause
wait,
if there was-
wait. Does that mean I was talking about this. That mean when you destroy bricks as a Mario, you're killing toads?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Personally, I never saw that as canon. I don't accept it as canon, mainly because it's stupid.
You know what else hates
Like-
canon? The fact that they disowned the 7 Koopa kids. Like, they're no longer Bowser's kids now.
Really?
Yes, they said
They said only Bowser Jr.'s his kid.
Yeah, they never
Only
were
Bowser
Bowser's-
Jr.'s
They never were his kids. Like, no, you freaking told us in Mario 3 and Mario World that they were his damn kids. Stop changing your damn mind, Nintendo. Stop.
And they still
Nintendo
refer to them-
changed.
They still
Nintendo-
refer to them. Wait a minute. They still refer to them as Koopa kids.
No, they don't refer to them as Koopa kids. They're not Koopa kids. They're Koopalings. Koopa kids are an entirely different race of species created for Mario Party.
What? What do
Yeah,
you-
Koopa kids are things created for Mario Party. They're not called Koopa kids. They're called Koopalings.
Retcons. They fucking suck. That's
What?
They're not retcon. The Koopalings are Iggy, Wendy, Morton, all those
Yeah.
guys.
No, it was retcon.
Those are the Koopalings. Yeah, those were retcon, but they were always the Koopalings. They're always the Koopalings. Koopa kids are an entirely different race of Bowser species. Trust me, Schnick, it gets much deeper than that. But Koopa
What do you
Kids
say?
are.
Who knew
It said-
Mario lore could be so confusing?
But
Read his
Koopa
text
Kids.
out loud.
Koopa Kids are minions of Bowser that look like him, and they basically look really similar to Bowser Jr., but are a bit more. They have a slightly different design. But yeah, they're mostly used in Mario Party.
I mean, that's what made me so mad when I found out they retconned that part. That retconned them. Like, fucking Nintendo.
So if you search, if you search Koopa Kid and go on Google, then you'll see the design of the Koopa Kids. They look like a slightly different Bowser Jr.
Still don't know Bowser's wife.
Who said that he had to be married?
Okay. Searched Koopa Kids. Google gives me Koopalings.
Yeah, but go into images and then there won't be any Koopalings. Google has Bozo Brain in main menu, but go to images.
Nope, still see Koopalings.
What? When I go to images, the Koopalings disappear.
No, I'm seeing full-on Koopalings, dude.
Did you put Koopa Kid or did you put Koopa Kids? Just put Koopa Kid. Now go to images.
Okay, now it's different. Oh wait, I see. There's one image, 2 images I've seen so far with Koopalings. There's an image that looks like it came from DeviantArt. I'm not even gonna comment on that.
My audio got beamed. My audio's like.
Nice. Jesse.
What happened? For anybody, everything went mute.
I don't know.
Hello.
It's like, okay, Jesse. There's like some images for Koopa Kid, but then once you scroll down barely far into it, then it just kind of gets mixed at that point. Like it just turns into Bowser Jr. kind of.
Yeah,
it's
like
a mixture of stuff. What the fuck?
Yeah, not many people know that Koopa Kid is like the pre thing, the Bowser Jr.
Why is Bart with the Koopaling? Bart Simpson with a Koopaling. What the fuck?
Bart Simpling. But yeah, Google's kind of beans. Google's lying. The Koopa Kids are not the Koopalings. The Koopa Kids are different race of species. Also, in Mario Party 5, they have these alien mini games, and those aliens ended up being used for an entire side story. And did you know that New Super Mario Brothers U actually created a new Mario enemy? They created a Flipperus, which is like a seal that throws snowballs. I like them. They seem like they're based off of Mario World.
Wait, a Koopa Kid is known as a mini Bowser in PAL regions? That makes so much more sense. Why didn't they just call it Mini Bowser? Or Mini Bowser?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Mini Bowsers.
They are called Mini Koopa or Mini Space Koopa in Japan.
Mini Space Koopa.
Yeah, like
Space
they
Koopa?
have like the first Mini Koopa is Mini Koopa, but no space in between Mini and Koopa, and then the second one is Mini and then Space Koopa. What the fuck?
So, in Japan, the Koopas are kind of like the mini Marios in Mario vs. Donkey Kong. The mini Marios march again. Have you played? Have any of you played Mario vs. Donkey Kong? It's basic.
I played the DSiWare one.
They've actually came out with a few ones on the 3DS. I think they're decent, but when I was little, I thought it would be a reboot. Like I thought it was a reboot of the old Donkey Kong arcade series, but it turns out it was a reboot of the Game & Watch games. So.
Wasn't there like a Mario vs. Donkey Kong kind of game? but you're not controlling mini Marios. You're controlling Mario himself, and
Yeah,
it was
you
on the
control
Game Boy.
Marios.
It was on the Game Boy.
I think it was for Game and Watch, not Game Boy.
No,
It could have been.
no,
They
no,
could have had a
no.
game.
There's
They could have
a
had a
Game
Game
and
and
Watch
Watch collection.
Hold on. There was a Game
could
and
have
Watch
had-
variant, but there was a Game Boy game where you controlled Mario and you had to solve puzzles.
That
Actually, I don't even know if there was a Game Boy variant.
Dr.
the
Mario.
Game and
Whatever. No, not
Game-
Dr. Mario.
the-
Oh,
the Game
let
and
me
Watch.
look it up.
That was
Let me look it
probably
up.
the Game and Watch Gallery, Mario. That was probably Game and Watch Gallery, which was a port of a bunch of Game and Watch mini games ported to the Game Boy.
Wow!
Game
I
and Watch
typed
came-
Uncle. I'm stupid.
Game and Watch came out way before the Game Boy. Game and Watch was one of Mario's.
Oh! Wait a minute. Was I wrong? Was I wrong
Yes.
in the name? Oh, I see. Okay, it's not Mario vs. Donkey Kong. They just called it Donkey Kong. That's stupid. Whatever.
Oh.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I guess it was Donkey Kong. Game Boy.
Game
But-
Boy Donkey Kong. That's
Yeah.
weird. I haven't
And you
heard of
solve
that before.
puzzles. Like, the first few levels is the actual levels from the actual arcade machine, but... Why
you
did
know
I say
there's, like-
arcade machine? That was stupid, but... After that, then it's puzzles.
Yeah, did you know that there's a Game & Watch game titled Mario Brothers, and you play as Mario and Luigi and their pizzeria delivery brothers. And
Wait, what?
you like yeah, there's straight up a game just titled Mario Bros for the Game & Watch. And you control Mario and he moves pizzas on a conveyor belt. And then you control Luigi as he puts pizzas in the pizza delivery truck.
Well, the original Mario Brothers was a real game too.
Yeah, Mario Brothers was the pipe arcade game. I'm not sure if the Game & Watch variant came out before the Mario Brothers, though. I don't know what the first Mario Brothers game is. I'm just gonna guess that it was the original sewer game. Because, I don't know, that sounds decent.
I guess.
Mario
Well,
Bros.
technically, the first.
game.
I think technically the first Mario
And-
game was Donkey Kong.
Oh, Nintendo Game & Watch multi-screen, $4,000. $4,000 for Mario Brothers on the Game & Watch. Okay, so the game Mario Brothers came out on the thing called Game & Watch multi-screen. Basically, it's like a DS turned sideways, and the buttons are on the bottom of both of the screens instead of like on the sides of the actual screens. Think of it like a sideways DS, and you play it kind of like the controller. Like both of the ends were kind of like an NES controller. That's weird. I didn't know about this Nintendo console, the dual screen Game & Watch.
When did it come out?
19 something. I just exited Chrome.
Hold on, I think we might have froze.
It's it came out in
Is there? Are we frozen on the screen or what?
I can't see when it came out. Game & Watch release date.
Doesn't look like we're frozen.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Well, so far we've dropped 129. So far we've dropped 129 frames.
We've been like 10,000 by now for me.
Whoa, what? Okay, so the original arcade Mario Brothers, like the one in the sewer, came out June 1st, 1983 in the international release. And Mario Brothers for the Game & Watch came out March 14th, 1983. So January, February, March. So Mario Brothers for the Game & Watch came out like 15 days before Mario Brothers the arcade game. Interesting.
Cool.
Okay, Jesse. I don't know if this has any merit for you, but according to the Super Mario Wiki, and by the way, this is going to sound weird because they worded it somewhat awkwardly. Okay, the Koopalings, also known as Bowser's minions in Japan and Europe, and this is the part where they worded it weird, and in certain North American works as the Koopa Kids. Yeah.
So sometimes they're referred as the Koopa Kids, and the only
Huh?
though.
Your mic went.
So they were. So they were sometimes referred to as the Koopa Kids only in North America in like Mario 3. Then.
They didn't specify what game, but whatever.
Oh. So I'm guessing sometimes they were called the Koopa Kids, but they were always the Koopalings in Japan and Europe. So.
Well, it's probably more common to call them Koopa Kids because, well,
No,
they're kids,
I always
also
hear them
they're
Koopalings.
they pop up more than the actual Koopa Kid. So, Hot Wheels, beat that!
Well, Google says the first video game created was Pong, which is incorrect. And don't get me started when you search Masahiro Sakurai. So.
Google Masahiro Sakurai.
Google's wrong? What?
Google gets a lot of stuff wrong. If you search Masahiro Sakurai, his picture is of some chub dude.
Dude, if you if you type "is Google" into Google and you have the fucking suggested thing, it'll say no before you even stop typing. Is Google down? No. Is Google wrong?
Wait for it.
Google is an internet search engine. So basically, Google isn't answering your question, it is serving you relevant websites and content which might answer your query, which implies that Google itself isn't wrong.
Here, Mario, you should ask Alexa if Google can be wrong.
Alexa, can Google be wrong?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Nani?
Oh no! Even the robots don't know. They don't want to reveal that they're wrong. They don't want to. They don't want to see themselves as inferior.
Anyways, I guess it's time to talk about my new favorite game series. Besides K8, of course. And the story of it. Danganronpa. Danganronpa? It's my very first M-rated game.
What?
Cool.
I'm sorry, that's the first M-rated game you owned or played or what?
Owned, yeah.
Oh. What was the first one you played?
This one, I guess.
You might not remember.
Oh. I think the first one I played and owned, well, yeah, probably. I think it was called Siphon Filter 3.
First one I played was Resident Evil 4, and I did not find it scary at all. And I always wondered why people freaked out over it.
Well, anyways, this game, it's about... apparently there's like 5 games, anime series, manga, and it's all canon, and novels, and it's all canon.
Super.
Next was Def Jam.
Death Jam.
Anyways, all right. In this game, in the series, there's this university or high school where they recruit people that have skills. If you're the best at your skill, that you go to the school. Like say MarioTube was the best video editor in the whole world. He'd be like the ultimate video editor, so he'd go to the school for being the ultimate video editor.
So it's for all the best people in the world go to that, basically.
Or the best softball player, or the best singer, or the best model, or the best princess.
Teddy bear.
Or the best mobster. The best outlaw
Mobster.
the best outlaw biker.
So wait, outlaws go to the school?
If they're the best at it.
What? So they take a class in outlawing. Okay.
No, there's no class in outlawing. I guess you just like. Anyways, I guess
Burglaring.
it's like the Harvard or Cambridge of that world, because if you go there, you like say, I go to this school, I'm the best, so you get street cred. There's also a lottery apparently where one lucky kid gets to go there by winning they call him the luckiest kid in the world. Every year they're like, oh, you win the lottery, you're lucky, you're the ultimate lucky kid, so you go to school now.
Oh, that's how they get you.
And then my favorite character in the game or in the series is the ultimate gamer girl. She's the best.
Whoa.
She's the best at game playing. She's the best. She's the best in the world at video games. So she goes to the school.
Huh.
Anyways, there's also a thing called the reserve course. Those are normal people. Don't have any talents at all. But they pay big money to go to the school. They pay for the school. Like, oh, hey, you have no skills whatsoever, but you pay $2 million. You come here. Like okay.
And to think when I was little, like 9, 8, 7, or 6, I used to think I was super good at video games. I was not. I thought Super Mario Brothers Wii was on. So.
Anyways.
Well, if I can't do it, nobody can.
The-
Meanwhile,
the-
Japanese speedrun.
First time getting game.
Anyways, the school is called Hope's Peak Academy because it's about the hope of the future. Well, meanwhile, there's this girl that comes to school who's all about despair. Despair, 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 despair. She loves despair. She gets off on despair.
Whoa.
It sexually arouses her.
Whoa. No.
Yes.
Wait, what? How? Wait. How could? Wait. What? Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I'm just confused how that works.
How a girl get off on despair?
Yeah, because don't you have to be happy, but you would be sad? I'm
Well-
confused.
She's a freak that she's.
Maybe she. Well, I mean, that might be something that would be different for each person. But what if you're seeing someone in despair?
But it makes her happy too.
What if you're witnessing it?
It gets her off on her. Like
Yeah, exactly.
she murdered her boyfriend that she loved because it made her sad, and that made her happy.
Oh, mixed feelings.
I'm confused. That's what I feel.
You don't have to be in despair to get the arousal, is what we're trying to get at.
But what if-
she's a messed up girl? All right? She's messed up in the head.
No, Jesse, there's no what ifs. You have to at least witness it to guarantee it, alright?
Well, what? Okay.
What's hard? Wait a minute, I didn't mean that.
You are. Okay, anyways, continue on, Vandalia.
Anyways, there's this reserve course kid who didn't pay any money to go to school because he agreed to be an experiment. He agreed to have talent put in his brain.
Oh yeah, let me just insert talent.
But it erased his personality. So he became like a zombie.
Oh.
It's like I'm the best. You all bore me. You bore me. Go
I'm
away
the best around. Everybody down. I'm the best.
now. So the spare girl took advantage of him, and with his help, made everybody in the reserve course kill themselves.
Oh,
And then
Battle Royale.
And then she killed the gamer girl in front of everybody and made them get brainwashed into despair. Her classmates. She basically murdered the gamer girl in front of all her classmates, and they all got depressed and despair-like. And she sent them out to the world to destroy the world. Pretty much destroyed the world. Anyway.
Whoa! I'm hearing fireworks outside my house.
then she.
Why are fireworks going off when we're talking about despair?
Wow.
Then she kidnapped her own classmates and erased their memory and trapped them in the school and said, "Hey, to get out of the school, you gotta kill each other." So some of them did, but the lucky student of that grade managed to defeat her, and she died. She killed
Luckiest man.
She killed herself like 10 different times.
Well,
What? 10?
Or maybe 6. I don't know. Once I get
What?
once I get the,
she was a cat.
she pelted baseballs on herself, crashed a rocket, got smashed with a bulldozer, and burned herself alive. All at the same time.
How'd she? Oh, at the same time.
Pretty much.
What the fuck?
You'll see it once I send it to you to be edited. Eventually.
How shocked were you when playing this?
It was freaky.
It was a enlightening experience.
So, anyways, they escape school and find out while they're trapped in there, the whole world went to hell. And so they join a group called the Future Foundation, which is to protect the future of the world. They capture the kids from the older class that got brainwashed and the guy that got his mind messed with, and they put them in a virtual reality simulator to try to deprogram them. But the girl, before she died, she had inputted a virus in the internet, and so she came back as an AI to make those kids kill each other.
What? God damn it.
Yes. But meanwhile, the program was supposed to make a thing where they have a supervisor, supposed to take a piece of their brain, and program it so combine them to the perfect, friend for them. However, since they all wanted to see the same person, that person appeared, and that was the gamer girl that got killed. She was their friend in the virtual reality world. They all loved her.
Wow. Oh, by the way, I thought something funny about the fucking virus thing. I guess they need some protogen antivirus.
No.
Anyways, finally they made them kill each other in the virtual world. But then finally the heroes from the first game came in and helped the survivors of the game, and they pretty much deleted that virus, and it was so funny because they pretty much, a little bunny rabbit made that bitch's head bang against the table like Mario does all the time.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
Also, spoiler alert. Just kidding. After all that.
Oh yeah,
And this all happens in this game?
This is 2 different games.
Oh.
And then, basically, they wake up, and they realize that they need both despair and hope to survive in the world. Because without despair, there's no reason to hope on anything.
Oh.
I mean, too much despair is bad, but without despair, it's like there's no reason to hope for the future because things.
Well, what if there's too much hope? So wait, too much despair is bad, but too much hope is good.
That's bad too.
They never said.
Well, that's bad too, because
Why is too much hope bad?
Because you can't. I guess they mentioned in the anime because you can't. If all you feel is hope, then you can't miss somebody. You can't miss people that you miss. You don't miss anybody. Oh, they're dead. Whatever. I like them. Whatever.
Oh,
my
so
God.
so you're just kind of content with everything.
Yeah. Oh, My friend's dead. Yeah.
Aw.
Basically,
That was fun while it lasted. Whoa.
and that's pretty much the story. There's probably more detail to it, but that's not going into detail. It's like more complicated than Kingdom Hearts almost.
Wow. And it has like less games to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So, anybody have any else to talk about?
I built a Mario timeline in my brain when I was little.
So I built one 10 years ago.
Oh! Get wrecked.
Um,
I made a video about it.
so the Mario
Come on.
timeline that I invented in my head was number 1, Yoshi's Island Mario World 2 as the first game.
Wrong, that was Mario's cousin.
Next game was Yoshi's Story, and then after that was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time for the Babby side. Afterwards was... I'm not sure what I put afterwards.
Wait, was Bowser at that point in time a Koopa kid?
Yeah, he was a Koopa kid.
But wait, is he a Koopa kid?
His
or
name
Link?
his name was Baby Bowser, and he straight up was just Bowser Jr. Baby Bowser is just small Bowser, young Bowser.
Oh.
Instead of the King of Evil, he was the Prince of Evil. I'm not joking.
Funny joke.
So, anyways, Paper Mario is just, I considered it to be in the Mario universe, but as like a story. Because you could find like the Paper Mario book inside of different games. Like you could find the Paper Mario book in Mario Party 6 and in Mario Sunshine. So I consider Paper Mario to just be a side story. So anyways, after Yoshi's story, Yoshi kind of goes on in his own games, and that's when I stopped caring.
Well, wait, oh my god. Sorry.
Well,
I made this video exactly almost 9 years ago. I made this video on July 12th, 2009.
Whoa. So, anyways, trying to think here. I think I put in some filler games. I think I put in Mario Brothers as the next one. The arcade game. And then afterwards I did Donkey Kong. And after Donkey Kong I did Mario 1, Mario the Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3. Then after Mario 3, I think I did Mario World. Yeah, I think I did Mario World afterwards. Afterwards, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, then Luigi's Mansion, because Luigi's Mansion I always assumed took place after Sunshine, due to the janitor. Then Mario Galaxy 2. No. Wait, that would be Mario Galaxy, and then after Mario Galaxy, it would be Mario, or it would
Galaxy
be Luigi's Mansion.
1.5.
Wait, because I'm trying to think about this. In Luigi's Mansion... Okay, never mind. Rosalina is a time traveler, if my theory... In my timeline, Rosalina is a time traveler. So anyways...
So therefore, this is non-canon. Alright.
Well, okay, yeah, basically. So you have Luigi's Mansion, and then Mario Galaxy 1, and then Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and then Mario Galaxy 2 when the universe resets.
What?
When the universe... In Mario Galaxy 1, the universe resets.
What?
Remember?
No, I never beat the game.
Oh. Well, why haven't you beaten it yet?
Because
sorry.
I don't know why, but for some reason I get a game, I play it, but I never beat it for some fucking reason.
Well, that's your fault, anyways.
Well, that's your fault for spoiling. So fuck you.
Well, I'm sorry. I just assumed you would have played Mario
Well,
Galaxy.
what do you mean the universe resets? Like the whole fucking timeline resets, or what?
At the end, something bad happens. I won't say what, but Rosalina has to save the galaxy, and she does this by destroying the dimension they're in. Yeah, it gets really intense by the end of the game, and basically they're in like a parallel universe now. And at the end, Mario's like, "Oh, welcome, welcome, new galaxy," and it zooms out and it has a bunch of different Mario galaxies all around. So yeah. That's a completely different
That sounds like
timeline.
All right. You want to see my time? You want to see my timeline?
So, anyways, after that, I did New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, and Mario 3D Land, New Super Mario Brothers U, and then New Super Mario World, and then Mario Odyssey, because Mario Odyssey obviously takes place after 3D World. So that's my timeline for you.
Here's
And I
my
added the things at the end.
here's my timeline I made 10 years ago. I mean, it's outdated by now, but here I'll show you the video. Here we go.
Is this on Twitch or is this through Skype? Oh, Schnick left.
Nice.
His brain exploded when I said welcome new galaxy.
Just to let you know, the video is you can't even hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
You talking? Oh, damn it.
But yeah, I always assumed the reason why the freaking Tanuki Leaf came back in a bunch of Mario games was because of the whole galaxy reset. So,
Hold on, let me see if I can fix this audio.
well, if that's the case with the galaxy reset, then Mario Brothers 3 might be near the end of my timeline. Because, like, maybe the galaxy reset introduced the Tanuki Leaf, and that's why it was so prominent in 3D Land and New Super Mario Brothers 2.
But here, let's watch the video. Don't listen to it then.
Oh.
Here we go. Try again. Should be quiet.
I start the game off first with Yoshi's Island, because Mario's the baby, of course. Then I go to Donkey Kong Jr. Here, I put the game up here. This line leads to the Donkey Kong Country games, because
Yoshi Island, Donkey Kong Jr.
Donkey Kong. So that means Donkey Kong Jr. is the Donkey Kong game. Anyways, over here it goes down to
Mario Bro.
Super Mario Brothers, and Lost Levels, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, and Mario RPG. Not good, like I said, not as good as graphics, but maybe you all can make it better. Okay,
There's 3. Mario World, Mario Land, or Mario RPG. I didn't include Mario RPG. I guess Mario RPG can be considered canon since it's not Paper or Mario and Luigi, so.
And maybe, hopefully, I'm at the end. You might hear my voice on the YouTube page. I don't know. Alright.
That was my timeline. You probably heard it if he wasn't talking. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got everything pretty much. Timeline didn't go too far.
It stopped kind of short before the new Super Mario Brothers and Galaxy, so.
Anyways,
Yeah.
by the way, a little trivia there. Do you notice how my shirt was backwards?
Yeah.
Well, back then I don't know how to change the mirror in the mirror image in my laptop camera. So to make that video work, I wrote everything on that paper backwards.
Whoa.
Yes.
What?
I wrote the entire timeline, in backwards writing, so it would appear forward-looking on the webcam.
Jesus Christ.
Why
didn't-
didn't you
I
just
didn't-
use a mirror? Like, why didn't you put your camera at a mirror at an angle?
Because maybe you want it professional looking.
Because hairs. But doing that would make it look better.
You know
'cause
what,
when you
Jesse?
point it
Who
at a mirror-
cares? Who cares?
Quiet, bozo brain.
No, you. You.
Because this was
You had to
2000
think about that
'cause this
one.
was 2009 and didn't have that technology yet. But later on, I figured out how to switch my laptop so the camera wasn't reversed anymore. But yeah, I wrote the entire list backwards. So the camera.
Not only that, you did it with a pen.
Yep. Those were my editing skills back in 2009.
None.
When I started
None.
making this YouTube as a quote career.
Are you sure there's no...
Back when I
I'm
only
pretty sure there's a mirror option in Movie Maker, but I'm not sure.
I still didn't know about Movie Maker back then either. I just back then I just uploaded and uploaded and went. Like record, upload. That was my thing.
Zero editing.
This was back when I didn't have 10 subscribers yet.
Did you ever do multiple takes, or did you just kind of go?
I just went. See, yeah, I didn't have 10 subscribers yet. Let's see. I got 10 subscribers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos later. Got my 10 subscribers.
Also, Vandalia, whatever happened to the Talking Time with Caffeine theme? Didn't somebody make a theme song for us?
Yeah.
Not for us.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he did a year ago, but never figured out how to make a. We never figured out never figured out how to put it in an opening sequence.
What? Someone made a theme song?
Yeah, like
I don't remember.
2 years ago.
What?
I was watching old podcasts, and then in the middle of one of the playlists, it was like introducing the all-new Talking Time with Caffeine theme song. And I was like, oh, why don't we use this?
I don't remember anything like that at all.
It's the very first.
I don't watch the old ones.
It's the
but
very first episode of season 5.
was I in it?
No.
Okay, well then that's probably why I don't know anything. Wait,
Check the playlist.
Wait a minute.
Check the playlist.
when did I join this podcast?
Season 4.
Was it in the middle?
Season 4.
What? Okay, so I joined in season 4. What the fuck?
Check the
This
season.
is so
check the
confusing.
season 5 playlist.
Season 5 happened in a parallel universe.
I apparently I guess I've been transported in a different universe then.
Transported.
Yeah, in the middle of my sleep, I guess. I don't know.
You found it?
I'm gonna go listen to the theme again.
Well, I just got on your channel.
Season 5, it was one of the first episodes. Yeah, it was the first episode. No, it wasn't the first episode. Or was it? Let me find it.
Jessica being
Why are you?
tactical. Being
Marching for
tactical.
science. Quiet, you used to wear a hat, now you no longer wear a hat. You've changed.
Well, I used to do the podcast in the McDonald's parking lot. I've changed too.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's got a point.
The very first 4 episodes of the podcast were inside the parking lot at McDonald's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where is this? I know I heard this theme, and Vandalia confirmed that it existed.
Do you know Vandalia?
I don't
Trying
know.
to find the video.
My friend made it. My friend made it for me. He's in a band.
Yeah, I
seriously don't have any recollection of
Flash.
whatever. I don't have any recollection of this
Well, then,
whole theme song thing.
well, you barely remember.
So-
You have bad memory, anyways.
Well, yeah, but the only thing I remember that was song related with the podcast was that you wanted like a soundtrack or something while we talked. That's all I remember.
Hashtag thank you, Undertaker. Happy birthday, MarioTube.
Maybe,
Hates Hangouts.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of feels like, well, I feel like that maybe you thought it was in a podcast episode, but it never happened, and you just have the song still.
Well, I said I would. I never said it was on a podcast episode. I said we should make an intro out of it.
Wait a minute. Okay, well then I guess we're on different pages because this is fucking.
Because I talking about making an intro and an outro for the podcast. You should work on it.
Oh.
Like an end screen for the podcast.
Oh, that. Oh, that. Oh, that I remember. Yeah, that sounds a lot more familiar. Yeah, we didn't ever get that to work. We tried. Well, actually, I still don't know how I would even accomplish that. Like, the only way I could really see it happening is having it within Windows Media Player and then just trying to play it through there.
You sure you can't? Wait, can't you just have a freaking layer of the thing of the video, and then just have turn up the opacity?
I know Mario has a hard time
in OBS.
Yeah, Mario has a hard time making that work.
Okay. The ways, okay, assuming that I can play videos through Windows Media Player and assuming that it works with OBS, the only ways I could see it happening are making a whole scene for it specifically so then I can use a transition for it, having it in a layer, and it would... I don't know if I could have it fade in if I adjusted opacity or not. I'm not too sure. And I would have to have the video preloaded as well.
Yeah, Vendetta Records was the person who made the theme.
There's one thing, though. At the time, I think what happened was OBS couldn't even play a video through Media Player, so therefore it didn't really work. That might be what happened. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember something with Media Player. Every time I want to say Media Player, I keep thinking of Movie Maker before I say Media Player.
So since Snick's not here tonight, you two have any daily onions?
Why can I not go to sleep until it's 5?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Well, I guess that wraps up our...
Oh, hey. You passed 1,000 subscribers.
He's been over 1,000 for a long time. This is not new.
Oh, it says 1,003 sub. I thought it was new. I just realized it.
No, actually, I think he had more than that at one point.
Yeah, I've lost a few subscribers. But yeah, we passed 1,000 back after the K8's podcast.
Really?
Oh.
Wow. I didn't know it was up until that point.
Yeah, I only had like 600 back then.
Wow. Alright, time for another Cage podcast.
I just had an idea what we could do for a stream layout for Talking Time with Caffeine, but don't think it would work very well. I was thinking maybe instead of using the Skype icons, I could just have it to where the icons are automatically in the layout, and depending on who's in the podcast, I'll just make a bunch of different layouts showing which person is in there.
We did that before, but then the only problem with that is to do that, everyone would have to have their cameras steady and not turn them on and off. That's why Mario switched to the old Skype window because you and Snick kept going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You would have to stay here for the entire podcast for that to work.
No, I'm not talking about the Skype icons. Like, I'm not talking about the icons. I'm talking about, like, an image with the icons on it.
Yes, I know, but if you have a
Like a still image.
Like a specific space for each person.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then
but the
there'll be
but the
multiple
problem,
images of that with
yeah,
different combinations of everyone.
but the problem with that though is things change very quickly in Skype. Someone can turn off the camera, someone could leave a call and join back. Someone new, like someone that all of us except Vandalia had never met before, could come in the call for a podcast. So many things can happen. Oh yeah, and for mobile users, flipping the phone from vertical to horizontal, that has an effect on Skype too. And fucking shit will be moved around so much, things will be resized in different ways, and it just gets
why
to a
not?
point. It just gets to a point where I'd have to constantly adjust the things all the time, and I got sick of doing that. So I figured, why not just capture the whole Skype window and just go from just do that.
Wait, instead of doing that, why don't I just have 2 layers and then you could sandwich the Skype videos in between. So when they change, it just stops and then it just goes to their icon rather than changing up the entire Skype thing.
But what about when it resizes things, though?
If it resizes, literally all you have to do is lower the size.
But that's the problem, because I had to constantly do things like that, and it got annoying. Like literally, when Schnick was with us when I was doing that for a while, literally his camera would just keep moving from vertical to horizontal a lot of the time, and some other people would like drop the call and then come back in the call, and it was just a fucking nightmare.
So only for, and I'm talking only for camera, just for camera.
That's what I'm talking about, yes. The only way your thing would work is if we only had the profile pictures and never showed the cameras. That's the only way that would really work reliably.
Or if
otherwise, I would have to constantly change things, which is
or if one person
not very efficient. Yeah. What I'm trying to get at is that it's not a very efficient thing. You can see me, like, if you look in Season 5, which is when I did the method the most, you would probably see me doing that quite a bit. If not, then you would see me doing it at some point. That's what I'm trying to get at, and that's the problem. And that's why I don't have it that way anymore. That's why I just captured the whole Skype window. Because if Skype resizes and moves things around, I don't have to worry about readjusting everything.
Well, why not just have 2 windows? Why not just have 2 windows?
What do you mean?
1 window for you, 1 large window for everyone else.
Baka, that's what I do!
Yeah, but it not, like, differently layered.
What
like,
the fuck?
I'm trying to explain it.
I have no idea what you're saying anymore.
Yeah, I'm confused right now. Let's talk about this after the thing. Alright, so what have we learned today? We've learned that, well, Skype is complicated.
Yeah.
No, Skype isn't complicated. It just needs to have a consistent size.
But they don't.
We've also learned that some game stories suck, and some game stories don't.
And timelines are confusing.
Yes.
Sometimes.
And we've also learned that if you want to get food, make sure you're not carrying a drink, ordering a drink if you call MarioTube.
Yeah.
Why not just have a rule in place to where nobody turns off their camera if they have it on? If they have to leave, then, well...
If they're... Okay, again, if they're using mobile and they move their they move their phone from vertical to horizontal and their camera's on, again, resizes, readjusts, and repositions things.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
but...
annoying.
But, if they have it on mobile, you could just say mobile is not allowed.
Well, anyways...
So.
That's not fair.
Join us on Tuesday, as hopefully Snick will be here, depending on his camp situation, and he can talk about his camp experiences for the week. Alright? Never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. We will see you Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chia. Chia. Here we go. Wait, didn't I already create a 2-windowed image sometime a long time ago? I might have deleted it. I think I already created a layout a while ago.